Hello guys, what is going on? I'm Nozla and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a review actually, on Tony Stark Iron Man issue 2. Just to start with, my god, that coverino right there is quite amazing. It's quite beautiful. I do like it a lot. It's very hyper realistic. And overall incredibly metaphorical and stuff like that, which is really cool. This issue was very, very, very well written, like surprisingly well written. Like it just basics of just writing in general, just to create this like nuance effect was pretty cool. Um, the theming throughout and just callbacks with Rhodes with his hands on the wheel in both situations. Yeah, it makes so much sense thinking about it now because sorry, I got something in my throat. At the start of the issue, he was locked out of his car because he wasn't in the zone, right? And you could make that you could make that be like sort of similar to him being locked inside the suit, and like he's locked away from what he truly wants to be, which is out of the suit essentially. So when he's locked out of the car and then he gets his head in the game, and then when he's behind the wheel, he feels fine. And that is exactly the same as later on when he gets into the weapon, and then like he feels like a pilot again, and that was really really interesting. I did like that. The most interesting part of this issue though was entirely to do with Jocasta. I mean, I thought it was really really interesting her character, because she doesn't want to be human, but what she wants to be is she wants to understand them and she wants to be liked by them and she wants to be friends with them, which is a bit different, a bit new. And I don't hate, a lot of people will jump to the conclusion they hate the husband straight away. I hate this male robot or whatever, um, for being sort of like negative and stuff like that. But we actually have no idea what this project is, Project Escape or Escape. We have no idea what it is, what it can mean to robot kind or anything like that. So we have no idea whether he's justified or not, whether he's being um, trying to be like manipulative, like trying to control Jocasta. I'm not too sure. So we can't really make those conclusions yet. Overall, the story in general, I'm not too happy with because this is personally like it's not to do with the writing or anything like that. It's just that I really don't like it when we got like when it's to do with like, oh, we got someone on the inside who's like doing bad stuff, but then they turn out to be mind controlled. That's so run of the mill and it's so boring to me. I just don't really like reading it at all, and I don't find that sort of plot fun. So that's sad. But other than that, it's a really good read. I'm really enjoying Tony Stark Iron Man. Like it's just super cool. Self-Made Man Part Two, the Not a Pilot episode. Hmm. That's interesting. I do. I don't know why they gave it like an extra title. I do like these two panels, like giving the callback to Civil War Part Two, because a lot of people. I mean, it's mentioned that Thanos killed him, but it was really cool to bring that home for people who didn't actually read Civil War Part Two. A lot of people who are getting into the comics now would have probably read Civil War Part Two if they. But if they didn't, it would be down to the reviews because obviously a lot of people didn't like Civil War Part Two. I, for one, did not finish it. I bought all the issues. I don't have the trade yet, but I probably will get the trade. I don't. I think I'm missing the final issue. No, I'm pretty certain I have all the issues, but I'll probably buy the trade and then read it all in one go, rather than reading the issues. But yeah, he was like the main catalyst of that story, and the fact that they're making it such a big point and such a big plot device in Tony Stark Iron Man is really interesting. And I'm excited for that. Obviously, to conclude this review, uh, the ending being like, "Oh, I maybe came back wrong." I don't understand how he could have come back wrong. He seems to be like relatively in character. I mean, he doesn't look different, but apparently his body has come back different potentially. So I'm not too sure how that's gonna work out. But I'm excited to see. Honestly, very excited. But other than that, like I said, very good issue. I would recommend if you haven't already picking up issue one and then picking up this one as well. They are currently monthly. A lot of stuff is bi-weekly at this moment in time, especially the reboot stuff. But Tony Stark Iron Man is currently monthly. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, other than that, I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. There isn't really too much else to talk about. I just hope I just wish they picked a different plot device, but they can't really do that because what they're planning on doing is trying to make Iron Man trust in a team again. Because the Avengers fell apart, Civil War 2 happened, and he's sort of like been on his own. And he potentially even, you could look at it as in so like when he brought back Rhodes, he like created his only friend again. And that could be what it turns out to be. Like Rose could be his only friend by the end of this, because the whole plot is to sort of test Tony's resolve when it comes to his friends and his group around him. When he finds out that one of them, whether it was mind control or not, was a traitor. But anyway, that's going to be for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I have been Nuzda, and hopefully, I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye. Go turn off the episode now. Where's my mouse? There it is.